First base, Steven, who's your favorite pitcher in DFS tonight?
I'm thinking Garion's going to be on the same pitcher that I am, but this is just how it is. But I think Max Fried going against the Pirates is where you start all your lineups going tonight. This is one of the worst teams in the league against lefties. They strike out a ton against lefties. Coming into tonight, 24% K rate. That's the seventh highest in the league against lefties. 89 WRC plus. It's one of the lowest in the league. And even though Max Fried has been his strikeout numbers haven't been as strong as we've seen in the past, and he's not striking out a batter of an inning, he's still pitching extremely well because he doesn't give up really any type of production. So even though those strikeouts haven't been as abundant as we've seen in the past, he makes up for it by not giving up any runs. It's kind of like a Sandy Alcantara, who we saw yesterday going against the Nationals, 9 shutout innings and had no decision in that game. Only struck out 6, but the fantasy points were there because he gave up absolutely nothing. He scattered 6 hits. That's kind of the pitcher that Max Fried has been for the Braves so far this season. Give me him against the Pirates, who just can't hit lefties at all at this rate.
I mean, Gary and Steve anticipated you guys kind of be on the same page here. Is that the case?
I mean, look, Fried's great. The Pirates have the highest strikeout rate in baseball across the last 2 weeks. Garrett Cole brings a level of strikeout upside that no other pitcher on this slate can match. But I'm going to go right back to that Red Sox-Angels game and just keep picking on the Angels. I mean, look, they were cursed by a Canadian last night in Chad Kroger. He couldn't save him. And I think Nick Pivetta is going to pick up right where Chad Kroger left off. Pivetta in his own right has been fantastic in his past 6 starts. He's got a 1.32 ERA in that span of time. He's holding opponents to a 2.12 WOBA in that span. His strikeout rate hovering around 24%. That is above average. But the Angels, I mean, if the Tigers and the Athletics didn't exist, they would be the worst offense in baseball in virtually every category in the last 2 weeks. And things aren't getting a lot better. I mean, they lost Taylor Ward earlier this week. Mike Trout is a huge question mark for this game. Sat out last night with that groin issue. If Trout's not in this lineup, it's bad. It's a terrible lineup without Mike Trout in the heart of it. So yeah, I'm just going to keep going back to the Angels and picking on them until it stops working.